Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Luxury Live Show. Right beside me, my partner in crime, Kat L. You guys know her. If you guys don't know us, and if you're new to this show, well, welcome. This is a weekly show, live stream that both Kat and I host, and we host on each other's channel alternatively. So this week is on my channel, next week will be on hers. Okay, hello everyone. Hi, Holly, Connie.
Hi.
So, as our thumbnail said, today's topic is never ever, but actually we did. So, things or luxury items or things that we said we never probably would have thought of buying or considering, but we are now, or we did. So let me share my screen. We did some slides for you guys. And we're also hosting on Clubhouse. So those of you who are listening in from Clubhouse, welcome. Okay. All right. Unfortunately, those of you who are on Clubhouse won't be able to see the slides, but we will try to be as descriptive as possible. No, but we did. Okay, I'm gonna let Kat get started with hers first. She's sharing 5 items and I'm sharing my 5 afterwards.
Okay, thank you. So the first thing that I said I would never ever, and I actually did a few videos about this and said that such a waste of money. I could purchase it, from a local goldsmith shop and probably get it customized for 1/5 of the price or whatever. I did a video and I was very adamant that this was something that I would not spend my money on.
And it is the Cartier jewelry, yes. just for the people on Clubhouse, yeah.
Yeah. So for the Cartier stuff, I just was very, very shocked at the prices, because when I converted it to, of course, that time I was in Malaysia, converting it into ringgit, it was a lot of money. It is a lot of money. And considering the amount of gold that you're getting, you're really, really paying for the price of the brand and the marketing. But fast forward to today, I have several Cartier pieces. I am officially converted to fine jewelry and I understand the hype now. It has been one of my best luxury purchases I've ever made. Even though it's so expensive, I get a lot of cost per wear. So yes, previously I said never ever. And it's not that I didn't like the design previously. It's just that I could not phantom spending that kind of money on jewelry. I knew the price is extortionately high. But now I'm even thinking of adding another love bracelet in the future. Definitely not now. I do want to grow my little stack. Definitely not something that will grow like 10 pieces, but maybe like 2, maybe 1 more, maybe 2 more. We'll see. But yes, I absolutely understand the hype now. It's a statement on my wrist. I love looking at it. And yeah, so never ever, but definitely did.
I want to ask you, Kat, actually, because we are definitely seeing that Cartier is much more popular now. I don't know if it's just because I started opening on my eyes now, or is it because you just see it more because YouTube is such a popular platform to see these kinds of things and unboxings. How do you feel about being too popular?
That's a very good question. I think I'm in 2 minds. So it's popular. I'm glad it's popular because it's popular for a reason, and therefore it means there's a lot of demand for it. Like my very logical brain will say that if I ever need to sell this for whatever reason, I'm glad it's popular. I'm glad there are people looking for it in the resale market, maybe at a discount, but it's still a highly sought after item that I'm pretty sure I can get some money back for it. So I'm very happy that it is very popular. But at the same time, because it's so popular, a lot of people are also like, So sick of seeing it on. You're so sick of seeing it online. You know, like, oh my gosh, every YouTuber has a glove. You know, that's the kind of impression that I get from people who watch our videos and maybe comment, maybe not even videos, but Instagram. It's a common thing that comes because of something that's popular. You know, it's. You know, you can't avoid it when something is as good as it is.
Yeah.
And once you have it, you will understand why it has exploded on the luxury online scene.
Mm.
And I specifically say luxury online scene because honestly, it is a very niche community. You know, in the bigger picture of everyone, actually, it's still very rare. It's just that because we are so, you know, shoulder deep in it, that we just feel a bit jaded by it. But if you step back and you know, I have a video that I was going to do later today. You know, when I took a step back and I actually look around, not everybody wears one. You know, you're actually one of the many, 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 many thousands. So it's still a very special piece.
Well, I can tell you that I will never get tired of it. I don't have it, but I'm like looking, admiring all you guys' stack. Everyone on Instagram, I'm just like admiring. I'm like, oh, it's so nice.
It is. Yeah, it really grows on you. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the next piece.
Up next, yeah.
It's a variety of bags, but as you can see, it's the design. It's a luxury backpack.
Mm-hmm.
I never said never I would buy, but honestly, I never thought I would buy a luxury backpack because to me, a backpack is very rugged, very functional, very just, you know, throw it a bag, don't really cares too much about it. But I did end up buying 2 luxury backpacks. I had the one in the middle, which is the Urban Spirit backpack. And before that, I had the Bosphor backpack. So
yeah, right. I forgot about that one.
Yeah. I had that first and I enjoyed it, but it ended up being one of those bags that I only use for traveling.
Yeah.
And I don't know why, for some reason, that time when we could travel, I wasn't traveling so much.
Right? Oh, man.
And then after I got this bag, I guess in the back of my mind, I also said I don't need 2 luxury backpacks. So I sold that. I ended up selling this for some reasons, and I did share with Amy, you know, it was moving and all that stuff. So I ended up deciding that this is a backpack that would not fit my lifestyle anymore. So, but anyway, I ended up buying a backpack. I really, really just loved handbags, but I guess also YouTube, Instagram, when you see so many of these, you're like, oh my gosh, a luxury backpack, how functional.
It's also because I feel like these backpacks, they're very well priced for how much bag you get compared to, say, like the classic flap or even the more popular seasonal bags right now. The backpacks just seem so reasonable. But I agree with you because for a long time, I contemplated getting one too. And I even tried it with my friends. I vlogged about it. And I was this close to even buying a secondhand one after not buying the one that I was that I was trying on in store. I was this close to buying it, but I just, well, first of all, it's a larger size, I guess. But I was just thinking, like, how often am I gonna wear it? Like, I was just thinking about that, just exactly what you were saying.
Yeah. So basically, I am confirming your concerns. I ended up not taking it out so much because I had my other bags.
Yeah.
So I feel like if you don't have a very extensive collection already, you have like small pieces. Actually, a backpack is very functional. Like when I was using it, I was like, oh my gosh, so easy. You know, I put my things inside and just carry my bag. You know, my hands are free. But I didn't really want to reach for it because I still loved handbags. So it's a real style, I guess.
I think this is one of those things that looks better on Instagram. It's not as practical as, like, it's not as practical for everyone, but definitely looks good on Instagram because, yeah.
Definitely. Okay, this is the one. I was trying to look for the video that I you know, poked fun at this pair of shoes. It was a few years ago, and I even did an update video on this because I had a series called Save My Money, and I will pick things, you know, just to poke fun of. And this was one of it. I just said, oh my gosh, grandma shoes. You know, I see them all over the market. You know, everyone's wearing them. What's so amazing about this H, you know, it doesn't look comfortable at all.
But now you have how many pairs? 2?
I have 2. Might make it 3.
Oh, so they are comfortable after all.
So I think after that video, I also, you know, I can make fun of myself because I can just say, you know what, I'm gonna take back what I said. I'm gonna give it a go because it has to be popular for a reason, you know, and it's not something that would bankrupt me. So I decided, okay, this is one of it. I would give it a try in one of my updated wish lists a couple of years ago. So I bought it. I bought the brown pair, so the gold pair, for my birthday last year. And oh my goodness, I wear it every day. Oh man. So, and then I ended up buying another pair last December, which is the black pair, because I use my brown pair so much. In fact, when I look down at my feet, it's outside. So when I look down at my feet, I'm like, oh my gosh, I think I need to get a replacement. it's one of the best like sandals that I have. And I think also because I live in Singapore, you know, it's a warmer weather. It's just easy to, you know, slip on and just walk around. In terms of comfort, there's actually a slight difference between the brown and black pair that I have. And it's the material. Surprisingly, my brown pair or my gold pair is more comfortable. My black pair is slightly stiff. I'm just wondering, you know, I'll give a review about it in the future, but it's slightly stiff. And I did get a couple of blisters on that. But it went away, right? Yeah, it went away. I think it's the material. And I've heard people tell me that different orans, depending on what it's made with, it will wear differently. So anyway, never say never. And now I'm actually looking at getting a white pair as well. Oh, who am I?
I love the white. And honestly, you can change your mind. That's fine. Okay, up next.
Okay, so this is another. When I look at this, I'm having like, you know, memories of that video. I'm like, who's so stupid to wear a Hermes watch? Like, technology changes so quickly. I can even hear myself in my head because I saw this and you're paying, well, that time, actually, sorry. So that time, the Hermes version of the Apple Watch was double the price. Like, seriously, so much more expensive. And the Apple Watches only had stainless steel. And I think this is the, no, wait, is it stainless steel? Yeah, stainless steel.
For
and this
Hermes, it's only stainless steel, yeah.
Stainless steel for Hermes, but everyone else is like.
Well, for Apple, the base model is aluminum. It starts at aluminum, and then they also offer it in stainless steel, but not with the Hermes leather, and doesn't have the logo on it.
Right. Yeah. So I think that time when I spoke about this, maybe they just launched it with Hermes. And Hermes was special because they had stainless steel and everyone else was just the basic model, right? But it was significantly expensive. And I said, who is crazy to buy an Hermes watch? Because technology changes so quickly. Before you know it, within a year, you have to replace your watch. So I said, no, never doing it. But fast forward to 6 series later, it's growing on me. Okay, it's growing on me. And maybe because I'm also on this Hermes journey, but you know, this watch apparently where I'm going to buy it, it will not count to my spend. So I have actually fallen in love with the watch itself, not so much of the spend mentality, but it's growing on me. And because Apple has now increased their line, that they also offer the stainless steel in the regular non-Hermes line. Actually, it's pretty expensive.
It is, yeah.
It's like it's maybe about $400 or $500 cheaper, but it's the regular strap. But with the Hermes, you get the leather strap, the double tour with the extra. So when you look at it that way, you're like, wait a minute. I don't mind spending a little bit more already. So my mind is changing. I haven't purchased it because the current series is number 6. And within another, 4 months?
Yeah, 4,
7
5.
series is going to come out. So you might see an unboxing.
Yeah, actually, why doesn't it count on your spend?
Okay, so it would count if I purchased it from the store that stocks it. So Hermes in Singapore, it's not stocked everywhere. I think only in one store
I
or something
see.
like that. So that was what my essay told me. So they can't transfer it. And therefore, if I buy it, it's a passion purchase.
Yeah, if you buy it, you love it, basically. And plus, actually, nowadays they're like the Apple Watches are so good. You don't actually need to change it every year anymore. My husband still has his series. Is it series 4 or 5? And he's still really happy with it.
Yeah. I will treat this Apple Watch like how I treat my phones. I use it for 3 or 4 years, and then I painfully dig out money to buy the new Apple phone because I refuse to pay again. Like I'm still using, I've got 2 phones. I'm still using the iPhone 6 for one country. That is how stingy I am with technology. I'm like, no, no, not doing it.
I mean, if you don't have to change it, why change it?
Exactly.
Okay, this is a fun one. Pre-spend.
Okay, so pre-spend was a concept that I could never understand. Like it just, like, no way, you crazy, you nut, everything. But fast forward to today, we are having conversations about pre-spend. I think it has really made sense last year. Like it just clicked because of all the other price increases. It just made sense to explore another brand, which is Hermes, enjoy the brand and say, if I'm going to spend and eventually get a dream bag, I'm okay with it. So the mindset just shifted that way. Because honestly, if you think about it, like I'm trying to justify it, but honestly, if you think about it, before diving in, like head deep into Hermes, we were already pre-spending in the other brands like Chanel and all. Do you think we will be getting the relationship with the SA for them to contact us, for them to leave like rare items for us if we were not already pre-spending on other things? Of course, we love the things, but it is still a history purchase. So yeah, it was just a huge paradigm shift. Like, oh my gosh, I'm buying for a bag.
I agree. I for me, it's more recent. It's only this year, although the thoughts have started forming last year. Hugely influenced by YouTube and you, Kat, and many of the girls. But yeah, I have to agree. It's like for the other brands, you're still pre-spending, but maybe less categories just because they don't offer, they don't have houseware, or they don't have, what else do they don't have? Anyway, Hermes has everything. You can literally buy anything for your house at Hermes, I think, short of groceries.
Soon.
They'll offer food. But yeah, I have to agree with you. Thank you so much, Kat. Wow, that never ever, but we did. So it's my turn now, and I have in front of you a slide that we showed you already last week. It's duplicates, or in my case, it's more about not. I guess I never in a million years thought that I would own so many Chanel bags. Like, I'm not joking. I think when you guys follow me, if a lot of you are OG followers, I started with a very modest collection of LV. I think I had like 5 bags or maybe less. There was like a couple SLGs too. And I was always very conservative with adding things. And I'm proud of that, but I'm, you know, it's like I guess my luxury journey has shifted quite a bit. I realized Chanel was definitely my style, and I think maybe was it 2019, right? I think it was 2019. I kind of went a little bit cuckoo, like literally buying doubles of things, like, you know, the Coco handle, the Gabrielle, and actually Coco handle I had 3. So I just never in a million years thought that my collection would be at what it is now. And I say that I'm still happy about it. I am. It's just that I never even thought I would own like one Chanel bag, for example. Like now I have how many? 12? I can't even count. Like I don't even know how much. But yeah, this is just one of those things. It's just an amazing journey. And it's I never thought about it. I never would have thought it would happen.
I remember that year that you bought because I started following you, and I'm trying to I remember the videos. Like it was your Noe. Like that was a little old video, like with your
Old,
petite
yeah.
really old, and I was like, oh, how cool! You're like doing a what's in my bag, and I was like, interesting. So then, and I think I watched like videos over the years, but you know, nothing really like can remember like very clearly. But I remember very clearly your Coco Chanel unboxings. Like, did she just unbox another one? Did she just box another one? I'm like, whoa, is it? And then I got like, oh my gosh, is it such a good bag? And I actually went and tried it out after watching it because I was like, it has to be a good bag because she's got 3 of it.
It's just one of those things. Yeah, exactly. Because I think there's also the whole really hard to get sort of there's a really hard to get aspect of it, and then there's also the fear of not getting it, then you'll miss out. Literally, if you were offered the bag, like if you asked about it and then they had it and you were offered to buy it, then if you don't buy it, chances are in 10 minutes it'll be sold. Like that's how crazy it is with Chanel, right? Especially with the really hot bags. Like this particular one, this gray one, I asked about it a lot in advance because I knew this color was coming. And at the time, I was crazy about Coco handles. I had actually just bought the blue one right before this one. And the blue one was not my first choice. I did not plan for that purchase. I literally was only shopping with my friend Amy. She asked to see the blue one, actually, because that was like one of her favorite colors. But she did not buy it because it was a mini. She was into larger bags. She wanted a small at the time, which was which is the medium now, but it was a small before. So she looked at it, but she didn't buy it. I was with her. And then I started looking at it. I'm like, this is so cute. I love this size, you know? And I actually was wanting a black, but because she was looking at that blue one, it was the only one that they had in store. I was like, oh, should I buy it? And also, that blue one was in Python. So it was the one of the last seasons where they would still make any exotic skin handbags. I think either the season after or that was the last season where they still made Coco handles with exotic skin. After that, there was just no more. And when I heard that, I almost thought, are they also not going to make any more Coco handle? I almost thought about that too. I'm like, do you mean Coco handles will be discontinued? Like I almost thought that could happen. So I bought it. I did not plan for that blue one. I swear I did not. I even had my SA hold it for that one night. And then I came back the next day. I had to be sure I wanted it, you know? So anyway, after I fell in love with the cocoa handle and I knew this one was coming, I think it was 2 seasons later, this was coming in this particular color. I had to have this one. This one was literally, I don't think it was ever even on the floor. It literally was just kind of like reserved for clients that asked about it. One of them was me.
I didn't even see this in Singapore, but you know, this color is really, really nice. Like this is a really good color that you got because it's so rare. It's this ice gray. Like even looking at it, I was like, should have bought it.
Yeah, this one for sure is my favorite one because this is actually the one that I well, after realizing the color was coming, I like this was the one that I really wanted. So my third one was really more of a, I'm still crazy about the cocoa handle, and I thought that I needed a black too, but honestly, no one needs that many cocoa handles. So anyway, just to say that I never even thought my collection would grow so much, Chanel wise, especially Chanel, because they're not cheap bags. I did what I did, and I'm so glad I bought them when I did, because now the prices are just ridiculous. But still, it was not an easy road. It was, you know, a lot of bumps along the way. I'm sure you guys saw our my latest video where I did Kat's tag video. Okay, up next, ready to wear. Oh my gosh.
Me too.
Yeah, you too. I know exactly. Like, I think before or even after I started my YouTube journey, for many years, I could never even imagine that I would own ready to wear. And the difference is that, you know, with fast fashion or even just like higher end boutique items, they are a lot more affordable, and it just doesn't make you feel like you're spending so much for just one piece of garment. But once you get started, once you buy one, you realize the quality and the fit and the tailoring and the materials is just completely different, especially the fit. I think fit is the biggest factor in ready to wear. But obviously it has to fit your body type and everything. Like as long as it fits you, then the fit on your body, it will feel good. Like the material is so much more, I don't know, it just feels different. So never in a million years have I ever thought that I would own what I own now. Like I consider myself a little crazy now. I have way too much clothes because I already have normal clothes from before that I still buy fast fashion, right? But a lot less now, but still, I still have all the clothes from before, plus all my ready to wear. And it's just a little crazy. Like we haven't had the year where we can go out, right? 2 years now, going on the second one now. So it's it was a journey, and I still love ready to wear. It's just that, yeah, I never thought I would spend it's like 10 times the amount on, say, a jacket. You know, a regular jacket would be $200, for example, right? You buy this jacket, it's over $2,000. So actually almost $3,000 with taxes if you went like regular retail. That's how crazy it is. So you were saying you too?
I totally agree that the fit is phenomenal. But I guess for us, because we're not going to fashion shows and all, we do have to pick carefully something that we can incorporate into our, you know, normal lives. But still, once you have a few pieces, oh my goodness, I feel like $1 million when I wear my LV t-shirt. It's just an LV t-shirt, okay? But I feel like it's like I have arrived. Okay.
You took the words out of my mouth. Literally, I feel like $1 million too. And I have this bad habit of, once I like something, I buy the same thing in multiple colors. So I ended up with 6 of these jackets. So I'm selling 3. Oh, I sold 1 already. So I still have 2 that I'm selling. Even the dress that you're seeing in the middle, I have 3 of the same dress, just 2 that are shorter. I haven't even worn the white one yet. I'm like kind of ashamed to say that, because where am I going? Like, I don't have any special places to go. Like you said, we don't go to fashion shows or anything like that. Why am I buying so many? So at the same time, I like now that I have these things, but yeah, never have I even thought I would even own one. So it's really crazy.
You just need to bring it for holidays.
Yeah,
I think.
pretty much.
Holidays and just enjoy them. Even for me, I have an LV silk shirt. I've only worn it once to work. And I tell you, the fit is just superb. It's glorious. You know, when I wear it, I was like, oh my goodness, look at my shoulders. It's like,
I agree.
wow, perfection. But, you know, to wear them every day, I think that takes the specialness of it out. So it becomes little, you know, really luxury pieces for us. So never ever, but pretty sure, I'm pretty glad that we did, like, you know, go into it a little bit.
Yeah.
But it's dangerous, it's expensive.
Never ever, but overboard right now. That's me. Okay, up next is Hermes. It's kind of like their house, not house. What is this called?
Homeware. I think like homeware. Textiles and home, yeah.
Yeah, homeware. Never like that kind of has something to do with pre-spend is, you know, like you have to pre-spend anyway. So why not buy on things that you actually need? Except that I never thought I would buy a blanket that cost $2,000. That's what I'm trying to say. Like I never ever thought I would buy such an expensive homeware piece. I love it. Like, trust me, I was just using it last night. I love it. And now I can really appreciate it and really imagine myself if, let's say, I moved into a new house and I have to redecorate. You know where I'm gonna go to buy my homeware.
Yeah, you know, I think this is so true. You know, when you start a home, you will buy whatever that's like necessities. But you know, like you said, you know, if you ever move, then it's like a clean slate.
It is,
then there's that opportunity to trickle in some luxuries, because I don't think any of us are gonna buy an umbrella from Hermes or like a whole couch that's cost like, you know, the whole house itself. But you know, a little bit like the plates, because it's decorative, but at the same time, it's something to enjoy. Like, you know, like a pillow, which I'm testing out a pillow at the back. I'm like, because I want that Hermes pillow, that one that I can see. I think
you should get that Hermes pillow.
I know, but you know what? It's sold out. You know.
I know. Same here. Same here.
We cannot imagine buying it, but Hermes is selling them like hotcakes. So anyway, I'm testing out. You know, so eventually, people, you'll see a nice Hermes pillow, because I'm like, should it be there? Should it be there?
Yeah. And it's, you know, you could argue that, oh, why would you spend, let's say, for the same quality, let's say, right? Why would you spend 10 or 20 times the amount of money on the same quality of items that you can get at a really good shop, for example? Yes, I totally agree with you. I'm not going to disagree with you. But, you know, there's the component of the brand heritage. There's the design behind it. Just the fact that you love it, you know, I mean, I think that those reasons is enough to justify it. And the attention to detail on their plate, like their tableware, is just amazing. Yeah. Anyway, I can't wait to move into a new house, which we are not. So. Okay. Oh, wow. This is a good picture. So the quota bag. I'm pretty sure, I never said that I will never do that, but I'm pretty sure in my head, I always judged the people like, who the heck spends $10,000 on a bag? Like, I didn't know how much it was, but I just assume it was like 5 figures, right? Who the heck spends more than $8,000 on a bag? But you know what? That might be true before when I was saying that. But now a Chanel bag is $8,000. So why not Hermes? It is what it is. I was kind of like, I never said it out loud. I never say anything like that out loud, because I'm never really gonna like publicly judge someone, because it's just me, like my own opinion to myself. But I always thought, I'm like, I would never spend that kind of money on a bag. Yet I'm doing it now. I'm hoping to getting offered one. Like, it's like I'm begging them to give me the chance to buy one.
Let me spend my money.
Just take it. Just let me have the bag, please. So yeah, it's like from never to, oh my gosh, I just want it. I just want it. Please, please, please. It's
so
crazy.
This is a little different from me. I never imagined I could spend that money. Like earning that kind of, money, and earning enough to say, okay, let's do it. Let's save this and just do it. Because you can imagine, right? Saving that kind of money and then buying like a car, right? You could imagine it. Right?
Yeah,
you say, okay, I'm going to put a down payment for a car. And we're talking about cars and bags, okay? But you know what I mean? It's like, it's a totally two brains. Say, okay, I'm going to spend, in Malaysia, cars are really expensive. Cars are like 100,000. Obviously I can't dump 100,000 ringgit on a car, but I could say, okay, I'm going to put, 20,000 and then take a loan and all that. But you still need a chunk of money. Then you're like, okay, can I save that kind of money and put it aside for a bag? So it was just, I couldn't imagine it. And then suddenly my brain said, you know what? I don't need $100,000 car. Just give me 4 wheels, some metal and the steering wheel, and I want that bag.
Oh, I'm on the same boat with you. My car is old. I paid it off a few years ago, and I don't plan on upgrading anytime soon. Like the electric car, I know is coming, but I won't get one until mine is broken down. And at the rate that I'm driving it now, because we're not even going anywhere, it'll last me another 10 years, I'm sure. So for 10 years, I probably don't have to buy a car. I'll just keep buying these bags.
And if you talk to a car enthusiast, it'll be like, you crazy? 10 years? What are you driving, a wreck?
No, my car's doing really well. I'm a good driver. I'm a very safe driver. Okay, all jokes aside. Last but not least, I also never, well, actually, I think I'm even less than Kat. Like, I never even would consider, up until more recently, I never considered buying like really fancy premium luxury brand fine jewelry. I just always thought that, oh my gosh, those the same thing. Like, who would spend $10,000 on a bracelet? Like, what the heck? It's so expensive. It just didn't click. I just never clicked before. I never really fancied it. I don't judge people who have it. Judge meaning like I don't judge them for having it. I just, for me, my opinion for myself is that I would never buy that for myself, because I always felt like that's a lot of money to spend on just an arm stack. But you know what? I get the hype now, and I really want it. Like, every time I see it, I just get more and more sucked in. I just can't wait to get to my appointment and to go explore that. Too bad it's the pandemic year. It's even more difficult now, but it's my mission this year to do it. Yeah. It's in my wish list.
This is actually, even for me, when I got my Cartier, my JUC, I did have a mini heart attack. Okay, like it's expensive.
Yeah.
When I walked into store, and if you followed my video, you do know that I did have heart attack because it was a little bit too early. But I did it, right? Yeah, I did it 7 months earlier, which that's a lot of saving time. And I wanted to do it like last month. Actually, I was supposed to buy it like last month, but I've already purchased it once ahead. Had a mini heart attack, okay? Maybe I had a few mini heart attacks. Like going in the store, like, oh my God, am I going to do this? Am I going to do this? Because it is a lot of money. Like, whatever it is, it's a
car on your arm.
It's a car on my arm. And, all that logical thought was going through my head. Like, are you doing this, Kat? This is a lot of money. This is crazy. You'll be paying your house. I'm like, sign the credit card. Days, walk out like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God.
But you know what you said earlier is right, because even like aside, just take away the resale value, which similar to a car, once you wear it, once it gets wear and tear, it goes away the retail value, the resale value, but you cannot keep a car forever. it will break down. You have to maintain it. You actually spend more money on your car. I mean, obviously, it takes you from A to B, and a nice luxury car, you're gonna feel so good driving it. Like, I don't deny that, but this is a forever piece. Unless you gain so much weight that it doesn't fit you anymore, then I mean, you gotta, like, for you, you gotta gain like 50 pounds to like not fit. Even then, I don't think it will still probably fit you. You know what I mean? Like, it's a forever piece. So in that sense, if you calculate the number of days that you're gonna wear this, which is for the rest of your life, it's pennies. Like, at this point, it's worth it. Like, who cares? Like, it's so worth it. I see it now. Like, I see it. And you know what? We're 40. Like, we're worth it. We can like do all those things. Like, why not?
40 and fabulous. 40 and fabulous. Who cares? Get out of my way. Okay, I'm buying that Cartier bracelet. Yeah. Get out of my way.
You worked hard enough for your life, you know. Anyway, I hope that you guys enjoyed our rambling. Literally, I felt like I was rambling. But if you do have questions for us, make sure that you put a bunch of question marks in front so that we can spot your questions. Otherwise, it's really hard. This is a different format for us. But you guys know the drill already. All right. Let me go to the comment section. So what did you guys think? Share with us in the comments also, or I mean in the live chat, what you said that you never would get, but now you're all over it.
All over it.
Oh, I think we got our first one from Lux Love Journey. I said no to these crazy expensive luxury bags and jewelries, and look at where it got me. Same.
Yeah. I mean, we can laugh at ourselves. It is still very expensive, and I don't think we are. I mean, whoever's watching this live stream, we are definitely not the ultra rich, right? Where they probably buy luxuries like it's Uniqlo. So we still appreciate it. We can laugh at ourselves like nuts.
I think that is the thing. Never say never. And honestly, even if you said it before, change your mind. It's fine. It's not a crime. Clara's in the house.
Hi.
Okay, next. Apples 107. Thinking of moving from the US to Singapore. And of course, my first concern, transporting and storing my 20 leather bags. What care do you make for shipping yours and maintaining them for weather? Okay, that's two questions. So how do you transport them? That's one question. And second one, how do you maintain them? I can talk about the transportation, I guess, because I moved across country, although I did not have 20 bags at the time. Like I said, I started with, actually, when I started my YouTube, I had maybe 5. But when I moved across country, I had 2 luxury bags and the rest of them were Coach. So it was kind of easier for me because Coach bags, I wasn't so scared. So I did just pack those into my big suitcase, and I'm pretty sure I checked those in. But for the luxury, like I only had 2 luxury bags at the time. It was in my carry-on. So I cannot even imagine if I had to move my collection out. Thank God they're all smaller bags, so I can probably still get away with carry-on and my personal item. They will just all have to be kind of, you know, bubble wrapped so that they can all kind of be side by side each other and have, you know, a number of them in the carry-on. But I don't know, others, how would you do it, Kat? Like,
okay, yeah. So I have moved cross country. From Singapore to Malaysia, like I have shipped things across, and you know, I love Malaysia. I'm Malaysian, by the way. If you're wondering, I'm not Singaporean, I'm Malaysian, but I live in Singapore. I am a resident here as well. Things do get lost in Malaysia. It's got its rough edges. I did 3 things for my luxury bags. So I have about 20 bags. And what I did was I asked myself, what bag am I not afraid, or maybe not afraid, more like would not die if I lose it. Like if it gets stolen, I'm taking the risk. So I asked myself, so I sort of like categorize it. Like I had a few bags, even my Chanel boy, because it's older, it's, you know, it's used a lot. You know, I was afraid to get lost, but if it did, you know, I wouldn't be devastated, you know, in a sense. So those bags, I actually packed them in boxes. But what I did was I sort of packed them within the rest of my things. So like if I had clothes, I'll just pack one bag with that and then I'll just stuff it. So in my head, you know, I don't know whether it worked, but I got nothing lost. So in my head, like if they were to scan my bag, they wouldn't see bags, like one box full of bags.
Yeah.
They see like one bag, then another box, another bag. So I sort of scattered my less valuable. I mean, my Chanel went in, but less, you know, invaluable in my heart. Those went first. Those took time because it was across the 2 countries, and you know, they will take it across the customs, they'll scan your bag, they'll put it in the warehouse, and then they'll pick it up from the warehouse, the lorry will come. So you know that box gets transported in various, you know, different transportations. So I didn't see those bags for weeks. And it was like feared, but not fearful. But at the same time, I did a calculated risk. Okay, then I had the second tier bags where I thought, okay, I need to see you. I need to make sure that I'm okay that you disappear from my sight for a few hours, but I'll see you when I collect my bags. Those got checked in. Mm-hmm. And they were in my bigger luggages. But I didn't check in with the boxes. I just took the bag itself, stuffed it with socks, you know, wrapped it in whatever, just protected it and then packed it in. And then my final few, kill me if I get them lost, they were checked. They were by my side. They were like, that included my Birkin. Like, no way you're leaving me. Even in the toilet, you're coming along with me. Yeah. So I had 3 categories of bags, and I didn't pack the boxes. So, you know, like let's say like my Hermes box, the whole box, I didn't put my bag within the box. So I actually used the bag for clothes, for socks and all that stuff, but the bag was in another location. So I don't know whether that worked, but I didn't get any bag loss, so maybe it worked. The bags that were insured were the ones in the, well, okay. So again, I did a calculated risk because I didn't want to highlight I had expensive things in my boxes. So I didn't really insure them in that sense. Semi-insurance, like I did say, I had like, you know, expensive things, but roughly in total of an amount, but definitely nowhere near the actual amount because I didn't want to, you know, raise any suspicion that I'm actually transporting quite a few expensive bags. So that's what I did. It was a risk.
Yeah. I totally get it though, because I mean, you had to move quickly, right? That's number 1. And number 2, sometimes it's just one of those things. You just got to move your things unless you're 100% cannot and would not lose those. Then yeah, just have it in your own possession. Literally, carry on as close as you can get to your item, right?
Yeah. My carry-on bag, my little carry-on luggage just had bags. I didn't have any of the regular, you know, what would people bring to. You know, I had a little toiletry bag, it was like this big. But the whole bag was just full of bags.
That makes total sense. Yeah, total sense. So the maintaining for the weather, we actually did a whole live video talking about how to care, how to maintain, and how to clean. And then both Kat and I gave our own perspective because I live in North America. Like I live in Vancouver, which is the temperature, the humidity, everything is always kind of more or less the same. It's not super extreme whereas Kat lives in Singapore, which is so humid. So the way she maintains her items are different. So I'll have to link that video down. But if you just want to look it up, it's just also the luxury live show. It's just, if you go to our playlist, you probably go down a few videos, you'll see it. It's like, it actually says clean, luxury care. Yeah, But yeah, definitely it's totally different how it's maintained in Singapore. A lot more steps, a lot more. Okay, Connie. Kat, where do you wear your Hermes sandals, your grandma's sandals? I cannot bear to wear such expensive sandals.
To the Pasar Malam.
Yeah,
Pasar
yeah,
Malam
yeah,
is a night
yeah.
market in
Okay.
Malay.
Actually, I'm wondering the same thing.
Everywhere. I'm telling you. Everywhere. I wear them like my Pasar Malam slippers.
You know what? I want...
Sorry. Yeah. The first few times I did, you know, be like you, like can't bear to wear them anywhere. But after a while, it's just another pair of slippers. And then I just wore them. I wear them it's so bad. I've gotten caught in rain, like pouring torrential rain, and I'm like, goodbye, Hermes. And I'm like walking, my whole shoe is soaked in water, everything. And I come home, I'm like, I might need a new pair. Let them out to dry, they're fine. Okay.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that is good, because
Crazy.
I was actually wondering the exact same thing. Like how, first of all, the rain part, like now that you said it dried fine, that's good. But even the soles, because I'm looking at my, you know, the pair that I wore once, the YSL slides. Obviously the sole is leather, so it's already scuffed. But even like, you know, like this around the sole, you can even, because sometimes if you go up the stairs, you kick, you sometimes like kick the stairs before you actually step on it. You know what I mean? Like sometimes,
I know.
So
It's
even
just
that
so
edge
bad.
is scuffed.
It's scuffed. Okay,
Okay,
I'll just
so it's
bring my-
normal.
I'll just bring my shoe and you take a look. Okay, hang on. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Connie, when you look at my shoe and everyone else, you'll be like, oh, girl, those are Hermes. And you're like, no, man, they're just shoes. Okay.
Actually, the next question is the same. Well, along those same lines. Kat, I heard your orans are slippery. Did you resole yours? Well, I can tell you that she did not for the pairs that she's about to show you, probably. But let's hear what she's gonna say and how she feels about it, and whether actually let her put her headphones back, and I'm gonna ask her. So, Kat, the next question is related. Will you resole your new pair of orans next?
Okay.
Like, we want to know this.
Question. Okay, so I actually going to do a video about my Hermes shoes, like care and all. So my black pair is actually clean, so I can hold them because my brown pair is like gross. Okay, so I did resole them. You can see, yeah. Now the reason is because it is slippery, like it's smooth, like really smooth. So the first pair when I got my Oran Gold, I complained about it. I said, I'm slipping and sliding everywhere. I'm like, oh, frightening people because I'm trying to like stay still on the shoes. They are slippery. So this pair, when I purchased, I got them resold immediately after, well, not immediately. I didn't wear them, but before I wore them, I got them sold. So before you wear your new shoes, you can actually get these Vibram. They're anti-slip. And because you don't wear them yet, they can do both, top and bottom. Now, my other pair, which is horror, which is horror, I could only, and this is so gross. Oh my God, let's put them far away. Okay. I could only do the top.
Kat.
The top bit, all right, the top bit. All right, I could only do the top bit. But the bottom cannot be done because I have worn them down.
Yeah.
So if you have already been wearing the shoe, and you will need to replace the entire bottom heel. That's what the guy told me. You have to he has to knock it out and replace it because it's already been, you know, the way I walk, I swear I'm a heel walker. I'm like that. Anyway, coming back to the side and the corners. Oh, look at that. Can you see how bad they are?
Yeah.
They're even like broken here. So they are just, you know, can you see like all the edges? They're meant to be worn, okay? just wear your shoes. I mean, yeah, they're expensive, but you know, I have worn them every day, like since March when I got them, every day, plus minus a few days I decide not to wear them. But that's every day. I wear them to just run out, buy groceries. I wear them back. They're my only pair of shoes. And I think it's because I don't have many pairs of shoes. I will use my shoes. I'm not a shoe. I used to be a shoe buyer when I was young with all the high heels and all, but nowadays I just have a few staple pairs, my white sneakers, you know, I've got a couple of these slippers and that's it. So I actually don't have a choice. I just wear them. And for what I've worn them with, like the amount I wear them, the way I abuse them, they have held up so well.
That's good to hear. That is amazing. Okay, so basically going forward, you would just resole yours.
Yeah, I will resole it. Yeah, as long as you know the H doesn't come out.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Thank you for sharing. Okay, from Connie, did you girls buy all these never thought to buy luxury goods due to accumulating spending score with? I think you mean due to like having to pre-spend, right? Is that what she means? For example, Hermes. For me, no, not necessarily. Not necessarily. Well, you know, with Chanel, it's just because I love Chanel. With ready to wear, it's because I love clothes. And I guess with like, you know, you could say that I would never have thought of buying a Hermes blanket, for example, and if I didn't have to, like if I didn't have to, I probably wouldn't have bought it because it's not like I don't have blankets to use at home. I have tons of blankets. But having experienced the quality of the item and just like, it just feels good to use it. I don't know why. Just like Kat, she's using her shoes to death. Yeah.
I'm holding my head like those.
It just feels good when you're wearing them. Like even when she's looking at her feet outside, it's just one of those feelings you just get to appreciate it after owning it. So yes, but after you realize how much you love the items anyway, you're probably gonna go back and buy them anyway, even if you didn't have to pre-spend.
Yeah, my brown pair was not so much of accumulating or spend to get, you know, get buddy with my essay. Like, no, to me, they're just salespeople. It's nice that you have an essay, but it's not because you wanna, But with Hermes, maybe a little bit, but that's not so much a buddy with the essay. It's also to accumulate for the bag. But no, I like them, so.
Yeah, I think it was initially, yes, that was the goal for me, but I could imagine like even after I get my bags, for example, once I get my offer, I feel like I would still pop in if I wanted something. Like if I wanted something and I needed something, I would just pop in and buy it. Not because I need another bag, even though that might be a goal, but like, you know what I mean? Okay. Believe, what has been your biggest surprise that you were either hesitant to buy or bought to help towards your spend that you ended up really enjoying? One example for me is my blanket. Yes, same for me. Okay, I guess for me is everything. Blanket, the ring, the bracelet. Actually, I always loved their fashion bracelet. I just I guess I never really popped into the store until this year and really purposefully done it more consistently. Before, I always loved their jewelry, but I'm like, oh, it's kind of out of the way. It's not really exactly where I used to. Like, I go to downtown to go to Chanel usually, and it's like in one part of downtown, whereas to go to Hermes, you have to walk a little further. And I never do that trip, even though it only takes 10 minutes. You know what I mean? So yeah, those are examples for me. Kat, I'm sure you have a lot of examples too.
Biggest surprise towards my spend. Well, my orans wasn't so towards the spend because I wanted to go into Hermes to actually get the shoes. There was no like bag in sight. I was just, okay, I want to get the shoes. Which is now thinking about it a little bit silly because I could have added that to my spend, but I didn't. So I wouldn't include that, but it was a surprise purchase, definitely. Like surprise that I really enjoyed it. Biggest surprise. Two, I guess, my Cdc Rose Gold, which I have, revealed on my channel. I'm surprised that I actually enjoy wearing it, even though it's not a style that I would go for because it's quite loose and all that. But when I wear it, I just feel bougie. So yeah, I love it. And I also love fine jewelry, so I am appreciating it. But something maybe a little bit more palatable in terms of the pricing. It's actually the Hermes t-shirt. So I have worn it a few times on my video. It's this black, let me just see. I just did a recent video, which is my massive skincare haul. I'm wearing that t-shirt. It's such a simple shirt with a lot of patterns, but it looks so good. It's just a nice fit. And yeah, it just makes me look really good. I just feel really, really put together within it. So I think that was a surprise purchase because I wasn't planning on buying any ready-to-wear so soon. But when I saw it and I tried it, I was like, oh, okay, not bad. But the more I wore it, I've worn it a few times already going out for my videos. I really like the cut. So.
I actually really like that shirt on you.
Nice.
I think for me, when I just look at the t-shirt online, I would have thought, oh my gosh, the print, so dizzying, like so much. But once you put it on, like once you have it on you, it's like totally different. It's like, oh, wow, it's like really nice.
Yeah. And I think that's the same thing which my essay told me about their scarves. Because when you look at the scarf, it just looks so busy and so many colors. But once you wear it on, you're like, oh, nice, interesting. So it needs to be worn, and a lot of Hermes's ready to wear, when it's hanging on the rack, it's just either very grandma-ish or maybe too much of a print. You actually have to go and try it, and then you're like, oh, that's nice or not nice.
Right. Yeah, great examples. Okay, I'm back happy. What do you notice has become your usual triggers to turn your nevers into yeses? Influence, friends, funds, or just general attitude? Did the jump scare you that you might regret it? Good question.
Good question. Never into yeses.
I think it's all of the above for me. For sure, influence, like, seeing it on Instagram, seeing it on YouTube. Friends, oh, that's a big one. Huge one for me. Like I said, I never considered buying the Coco handle, but my friend Amy loves hers. And then the more I look at it, and then she's like trying it in front of me, like that mini Coco handle, I'm like, hey, I like it. I just ended up buying it. Change in attitude for sure. Yeah,
for sure. I think for me would be influence. Social media influence is very, very, very real. When I see it online and I see somebody unbox it, I'm like, ooh, nice. So I am now aware of it. And it takes more, of course, I'm not just trigger happy. I also, the more I look at it, the more I, see it, I may start to imagine myself with it. But change in attitude, I think also because, buying handbags for the past, 20 years, like, I mean, in terms of career, like luxury buying career, right? From my first handbag, my real expensive Speedy, which was bought in 2002 or 3, something like that, until today, I've been buying a lot of bags. So, it's sort of, I guess, change of attitude, like, oh, what about this? Like, I don't mind looking at other things now. I'm more exploratory, but still careful because it's expensive. Funds definitely. I mean, there's no way I could buy what I buy if I didn't have income. Friend. Well, I don't have a lot of like luxury buying friends, so I'm quite self-instigating.
I feel like
just with with Amy and all that, I'm like, oh my god, you're instigating me. But I mean, aside from that, like real life friends,
Yeah.
I don't actually have a lot of real life friends that like luxury. I only know like one, and we're not really close. Sometimes she'll text me like, "Girl, I saw your bag." I'm like, "Shh." But other than that, actually, I'm in terms of like my daily life, I am self-focused. Like, ooh, bags. I'm in my own lane.
Totally agree. For me, same thing. I know one person here. She's a friend, but like we know because we met many years ago, but it's not like we keep in touch all the time. But you know, obviously, I see her stuff on her profile. She sees mine. But aside from that, literally nobody else. And I almost feel like a lot of us on YouTube are like that. Like you feel like you're sharing to a lot of people and you feel like it's a huge community, but it's not. It's really not. It's just, it became an amazing outlet to share because you find like-minded people. And then you get to know us, you get to know them. You just, you know, it's a really nice community.
Yeah. And of course, through it, then I made friends with Amy, but actually in Amy, Clara, Isabel, and all, like, so then we became friends here. But in terms of like, if I never was on this platform, I swear I'm in my own lane. I'm like chugging along with my handbag, like getting judged. But really, that is how it is. So influence social media. I think for me, that's the biggest and yeah.
Totally agree. Yeah. Okay, from Holly Grace. Hello from sunny Australia. I never thought I would buy a white bag, but she bought the white Coach bag, Tabby. Yeah. I know. And the thing is, Coach is a great place to start experimenting, especially when you're not sure. Yeah. White bags are just so nice. Just not always practical, but they're nice. They're really nice. Okay, this is a good question. If you were to just pick one luxury, would you go for bags, ready to wear, or jewelry?
Wow. This one now I find hard to answer because asked me 2 years ago, I'd say I'll just jump into bags. But now that I have experienced all three categories, what about you?
Oh, bags.
For sure.
Yeah. I have to say I really like I said, I really love watching people's stacks of jewelry and everything. I aspire to be like a little bit like that too, but I'm also super happy with my costume jewelry. So I'm not saying no to fine jewelry. Obviously, I started. But I think deep down it's still bags for me. 100%. Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like for me, bags is also number one. But jewelry is creeping up. It's creeping up. But I don't think it'll ever overtake bags.
Yeah.
Ready to wear will never be something that I would pick. I love the ready to wear that I have, but at the same time, the wear and tear of ready to wear is very, very, very apparent. Like how many times are you gonna wash your shirt, right? And because of that, you know, it will wear down very quickly. So I do think about that. With bags, yeah, I think I would go with bags. I love jewelry, but yeah.
I can see you with picking jewelry for this instance. And I actually also wanted to add, for ready to wear, it's not that I won't say that for myself because I really love clothes, but it really has to do with careers almost, I feel, because like it's not like I need to dress up every day. You know what I mean? So if I had a career where, let's say, if I'm in real estate, I need to see clients all the time, or if I'm in, well, fashion, if I'm like literally hopping from fashion show to fashion show, if I'm like a buyer, for instance, those things, then I feel like ready to wear is way more important, or as important as bags, for example. It's almost like you need to be put together for your career. That's how that's maybe what your profession.
It's like the whole image.
Yeah, yeah. Whereas for me, it's like I don't need to dress up. Like I love dressing up. That's just personal. I don't need to be. So while I'm still gonna buy ready to wear, while I'm still gonna buy jewelry, I think in the end, the first love is still bags for sure. Okay. More examples. Beyonce Patai said, I never thought Chanel and Hermes, and now I'm two Chanel bags, designing a third one. Also, her goal is to chase a Kelly 25. Yeah, nice. Never say never. Things honestly. From Holly again, I have a Tom Ford ready to wear sequin skirt. Never thought I would own such a piece, but here I am. Yep.
I never thought I would own a BALMAIN skirt.
Yeah.
But yeah. I do. And people, I tell you, I feel like $2 million when I wear that skirt.
So good, right?
I feel like my bum is like this, like turkey. My waist is like cinched in. That BALMAIN skirt is like, whoa.
I cannot wait because it's still cold now. It's like the low teens. But apparently this weekend and next weekend it'll start going in the higher teens. So maybe I can start wearing it. Like as if I have anywhere to go, but
around the house.
Yeah, just around the house. Just go in the backyard, take a few pictures, you know. Okay, I'm bag happy. I've always been curious about luxury ready to wear, but the prices scare me. What's a good starter piece in your opinion? Something you'd use a lot, or a statement signature piece of the brand? Great question.
Great question.
What's your answer for this?
T-shirt. I jumped in it for t-shirt. So ready to wear prices are psycho expensive. When you look at the prices, you go like, what? 4 digits? 4 digits for something so small, and something that you will wash, you know, and dry clean. Like, oh my gosh, the maintenance. But I did t-shirts because I knew that I wear t-shirts, and I knew that I could incorporate it into my wardrobe in terms of wearing shorts and all. So I knew that I would have to wash my t-shirt, but in terms of getting to wear it more often, that's what I picked, because I love the BALMAIN jacket. Like I looked at Amy and like, oh my gosh, I need it, but it's just not practical for this weather, and I don't go to meetings and all. So I went for t-shirt, and then I did buy a blouse, but I stuck with t-shirts. I've got like 3 now, just t-shirts, and that's it.
I think t-shirts are definitely the most safe, and it makes sense for, like, I want to say, like, it makes sense for 100% of the people, if not 99, because everybody dresses down, not everyone dresses up.
Yeah.
So that's a great answer. But the other thing I wanted to add to is look at what you normally wear. Like I said earlier, maybe your profession is different from ours, because, like, you know, it's not like we need to see clients and things like that. Or it's even if we see clients, like just the industry, or IT for me and for you too, I'm pretty sure that you're considered IT, right? Yeah. It's not like you need to be like dressed up, you know, to see clients. So it might also depend on what you need to wear on a daily basis or on a more regular basis. So for sure, t-shirt is number 1. Otherwise, you know, not all ready to wear pieces are always 4 digits. Like Self-Portrait is like one of my favorite brands. They're still in the 3 digits. And I actually really, really like their stuff. Like, I love their dresses. They did this knitwear this past fall, winter 2020, I think. I got the cardigan, I got the dress version. So like, there are ready to wear brands that are still affordable, so you can explore that way. And I feel like if you're a jacket type of person, it doesn't hurt to buy like at least one nicer tailored jacket. It doesn't have to be BALMAIN. Like there's so many brands out there, honestly. Saint Laurent, like it's just everywhere. Just it's just that BALMAIN is like, you know, super popular. And your second question about whether you should go for something that you use a lot versus a statement piece, that is such a personal like style almost. I feel like for Kat, she's more usually casual. So buying things that you wear all the time makes more sense for her lifestyle, and also for like Singapore because it's so hot, right? Yeah. I almost feel like for me, it could be either. I think that's why you see a lot of my ready-to-wear pieces are almost like statement pieces, because yeah, I like both.
No, I just like fashion, right?
Yeah,
because you love the fashion. You would dress up to, you know, just go out a little bit. For me, I'm like, no. Dressing up is an occasion for me. But if I wanted a little bit, I would throw on a nice t-shirt. And that's how I found my ready-to-wear being that extra oomph for me. Yeah. Yeah. So just explore. Not all brands are expensive. Or not all brands are that expensive. Yeah. Okay, is the worst though. Oh no, Chanel. Chanel is really expensive.
Chanel, oh my gosh, Chanel is so bad. Yeah, I have to agree. Maybe many years ago it was okay, but now it's just too crazy. Okay, how do you clean the Avalon blanket? Is it dry clean? Bet it would cost you a lot per year. That is a great question. So definitely on the label it says dry clean, but I think I keep saying that wool and silk are one of those materials that is super resistant to not dirt, but like it's resistant to like bacteria and things like that because they're antibacterial themselves. The material itself, like wool, cashmere, silk, they have those innate property to them. So it's not like they get dirty so fast unless you actually stain it, like physically stain it. So in my case, I feel like if I needed a deep clean, yeah, I'll just bring it to the dry cleaner. But like you said, it's only once a year, if not maybe like, did you know that you're not supposed to dry clean your wool coats every single year? Apparently, ooh. I was told unless it's really soiled, you're not supposed to do it too often because when you dry clean is actually a very harsh process. And depending, like, I guess now it's better because now you can go to the eco dry cleaning places where they use natural ingredients. But if you go to the traditional ones, they use very harsh chemicals and it's actually not good for the fiber. So as long as you're not physically like pouring things on it or getting food on it or getting like physically dirty, a nice like just putting it outside on a line for the sun, or just fluffing it, or even using a steamer that can sort of kill some of the whatever, if you're paranoid, if there's any germs on it, if you've been sick, for example, is enough. Is actually enough. Yeah, it's really not that hard to maintain wool. Silk is even easier because you can actually throw it in the washer just on a very delicate cycle. But yeah, they're like one of the easiest maintenance items. And it's not like you actually wear on your body where you're actually sweating directly on it. That's the difference. That's why coats, you're not wearing it directly touching your skin. That's why you don't need to wash them every single year. Okay. Do you girls see yourself buying a bag in exotic leather someday? Perhaps from Hermes or Chanel. Chanel that you can't buy anymore, but Hermes, what about you?
I dream maybe, but I don't think I'll ever be able to afford it.
Me too.
Do I see myself? Yeah, in my dreams, but I will never be able to afford it. So it's okay. I'll look
what
at
if it's just on the handle?
Oh, yeah. Maybe a little. Okay, not handle. like a touch, right? Like the Kelly
yeah,
touch.
yeah.
Yeah, maybe. I never thought of it. Maybe. I would love something in exotic leather. I don't have any. Like maybe it could be a
Yeah,
bracelet
a
or
bracelet.
a little SLG, which I don't really buy SLGs, but you know, something little, but a full like crocodile bag. I don't. It's yeah, I can imagine it, but I don't think I would ever do it.
For me, it's not that I care so much about exotic, non-exotic. Sometimes I almost prefer not exotic. But if I was offered, if I was offered, I must be VIP. So, I mean, I already have one bag with a little bit of exotic. So, does that count?
Yeah, it counts.
Yeah, it's not like I go looking for it. You know what I mean? Yeah. Okay. What do you guys think about the Chanel 21S collection, especially the pink color? So I actually did a whole review of the collection. Elon, oh, okay, I can't pronounce your name, but I did a whole like collection overview, so you can take a look at that. The pink color, did I remember? Did I mention it? I'm not a pink person, so I usually skip over those.
I didn't see anything for this collection. For me, and it's because I already bought the caramel brown color.
Yeah.
So I sort of like, once I spend on Chanel, like personally, I sort of like take a break. I'm like, okay, I'm not coming back for a while. And then I sort of just fade. It's not because of Hermes. It's just that because I did spend with them in the last season, which is 21P. I've already donated a little bit of money. So for a while, I'll be like, bye, see you later. I don't want to talk to you for like 6-7 months.
Yeah. Good one. I actually bought their headband, but I also really love their top handle mini. It's just that they're so hard to get. This is the season. I was told this is the only season that they will make it in caviar. So if you want the caviar one, try to get your hands on it. I'm sure it's possible that they'll, like in the future seasons, that they might come back with caviar, but oops. As far as in the more near future, it's only this season. I never thought I would buy costume or 18 karat gold jewelry. Why would people spend so much? But now buying 1 or 2 Chanel earrings for every season. Yeah, for sure. More of these. I said I would never buy the Chanel Gabrielle, and because of Amy, I recently bought one and love it. Yay!
Yay! It's such a good bag. Such a good bag.
Oh my gosh, Kat, I think since our live chat last week till this week, I think I already got like 4 or 5 people asking me if I can sell the Gabrielle. It's so
Get in line.
Get in line, yeah. I only have 2 and I'm keeping one of them. Like, what? No, I'm keeping both. It's not going anywhere. I already sold 2 bags from Chanel. Too much already. No. Oh, that's funny. That's nice. 40 is the new 20. I think I have to agree. I don't feel old, aside from my body, which physically feels old, but like, yeah.
Waking up in the morning like, oh my god, my body.
Yeah. From Maggie, a while ago, I shopped with a friend who spent $3,000 on a bag. I came home, told my husband, told him to shoot me if I ever spent that kind of money on a bag. But hey, aren't you doing the same now? All right. Oh. What is your next purchase at Hermes to add to your K or B quota? I was considering more silk. I was considering some leather goods, like, maybe belts and things like that. I wanted to look at shoes because the weather is getting nicer now. So I want to definitely take a look at those. But I don't really like plan my purchases. It's more like I have an idea of what I want to take a look next time, and usually I would maybe have a few pictures on my phone, and at my appointment I'll show, and they don't always like, trust me, they don't always have it in stock. Chances are you'll show something and then they'll bring you something that's close to it, because that's how it is. With us having well, just the one store, plus the fact that, you know, the pandemic has really affected the inventory of things trickling in. I just learned, even through shopping at Chanel, I just learned that sometimes you ask for something, it's not always going to be there, and there might be an alternative that's close enough. If you happen to like it, then you buy it. So we'll shall see. What about you?
Oh, for me, okay, so the pillow.
Oh, right. Mm-hmm.
The pillow. I want the plate, the decorative plate. I've always liked it. Actually, it's not something that I'm like, oh, I just want to get it for my pre-spend. I always liked it, and I was actually surprised that it's not thousands of dollars.
Yeah,
but smaller plates, like a couple of hundred. So I kind of like that. So that's 2. It would have been my Apple Watch. Yeah. But since that's not going to part of this pre-spend, that's fine. And actually, when I saw this add to my B and K quota, I've already got my bag. So this is sort of me exploring more and more into the brand and getting the things that I've always wanted to get. The pillow was something I've always wanted to get. I always wanted the blanket as well, but it's just not so suitable for this weather.
I have a feeling it'll be really too hot for you.
Yeah, so maybe not. Not practical, so scrap that idea. So pillow, plate, the white shoes. I do want to get the white Oran. And actually, I'm even thinking of getting one with heel, because now that we are going back to the office, I've worn my Oran, my stinky Oran to work, like, because we're still going back like once or twice a week. And worn it into work, and they're so comfortable. But now that we are really getting back into the office, proper work clothes and all, I want to get the one with the heel, which I think it's called
Oasis.
Oasis, yeah, Oasis. So maybe that. Maybe another ring in the future. I really like the ring. I tried it on what's this? The Cdc Ring. You tried it? Yeah, I tried it.
Oh, okay.
I didn't take a photo, so I don't have any photo. But I like it. So maybe we might add that.
I really
but
like
they're having a huge dry spell in Singapore, like dry spell of things.
Right.
I wanted to get a twilly for my bag. Something like a pop of yellow would be very nice. But when my essay opened the drawer and I saw the twillies, I swear, I kid you not, there were 3 twillies.
Oh my gosh.
Out like this. And he opened it like, that's all we have. I was like, what?
Oh my gosh, yeah.
All the twillies. Where are they? Like, we haven't gotten any stock. It's been just trickling in. The moment they touch the showroom, it's gone.
Yeah.
And they had one black, one red, and one like blue color. I was like, what is this?
I know, exactly. That's why I said that chances are you can't really plan it. Yeah. You can have an idea of what you want to explore, but once you get there, a lot of things would have been sold out. It might not be in your color. It might not even be the style that you want. So you'll end up buying other things. Yeah. That's how it is.
So bad. So yeah, so I think those are the few things that I am considering, but yeah, nothing. If I have a chance to go down to the store, I'm going to check it out and see.
So I guess just be subscribed, like our videos so you don't miss out on future unboxings. You'll know what we get then.
Yeah.
Okay. MK. I never thought I'd interact with any YouTube content producers. Thanks to the pandemic, I randomly crossed paths with Amy's first live stream. And here I am. Thank you, MK. Yeah. I feel like you've been OG, but it's true. It's only been so recent. that we started interacting, and I love having you. I love this community. I just feel like there's all kinds of opinions. Everyone has something to contribute. I think you don't have to dress up to wear luxury ready to wear. Nothing is more chic than dressing down luxury pieces. Like there were some dirty moms.
Yeah, my shoes, the dirty mom, disgusting. But I feel bougie with them.
Yeah.
Okay. We got a super sticker. I don't know from who.
Oh, thank you.
From Connie.
I'm still kind of more up, so I can't see the name. But thank you so much. And then to continue with MK, I might add it that it has never been easier to buy designer attire for our steel hands being stylish without breaking the bank. Yep, I agree. Honestly, you don't have to buy BALMAIN. You don't have to buy, like there's a lot of alternative. But once in a while, just like pop in that one nice t-shirt, pop in that one nice skirt that you feel like $1 million in. Like Kat feels like $2 million in BALMAIN. So
and I got that on discount when you helped me. Yeah, it was like
Farfetch. They had
Farfetch discount.
It was actually around the Black Friday sale. It was actually a little after it. So they were like just trying to get rid of things, I think. So they had like an extra, is it extra 10 or extra 20% on top of the sale price already? So
I think it was 20.
20? Yeah, so amazing. And it literally it was sold out, right? So I was tracking, you just put your email address, they'll notify you when the size comes up. So once I saw it, I was like, Kat, just buy it now.
I was like walking with my and it came so fast. Wow, it came so fast. I think within like a couple of days it arrived.
Yeah.
To my house. I was like, no way.
DHL is amazing. I think it came for you, it's fast because mine actually came from the USA, and it took a little longer for some reason. I think sometimes I think yours came from Europe. Yeah,
super
love
speed.
it.
I saw the sticker is from Chris. So
thank you.
We'll answer your question when we go down. Yeah.
Yes, we will. I never thought I would pay above retail for anything, but the black Chanel 19 got me in 2020. I said I would never buy anything similar and ended up with the YSL puffer. Haha, Kat made you do it. Okay, SCB, is a picotin bag a quota bag? I thought it was, but then when I asked my essay, he said it wasn't. There was one in the store and he opened the box with plastic, so I got it. Yay!
Congrats.
It's not
a quota bag.
But it's just that some non-quota bags are still very popular, so they're not always in stock. And sometimes it might feel like they're offering it to you because it's so hard to get, right? Yeah. Like especially the smallest size, I think the 18 is the most popular, and especially if it's like a neutral color, everyone wants the same one, right?
Yeah, exactly. Gold on gold is really hard to get. So even if it's not a quota bag, you probably need to wait.
Yeah.
Long.
Or if you're there at the right time, like literally when they just got it in and you're right there, then it's your lucky day. Yeah, so that can happen. Diana, my Hermes essay said that she proposed to her manager for me to get a B or K waiting for approval. Do you think it's real? Or should I... no. How long should I wait? It means it's soon, no?
It means it's soon. Just wait. Just hang on. Don't buy anything else. Just wait it out.
How long do you think it will be, though? I have no experience, so I don't know. It's so hard, though. Like, how would you know?
Yeah, we won't know, but I guess you can continue to bug your essay. Did you say, when's the approval?
The fact that she said that she proposed to her manager waiting for approval, to me, that sounds like it's any day.
Yeah.
Maybe they're literally waiting for the bag to arrive, right?
Yeah.
So I hope it's soon, but either way, I feel like it's just a matter of time. It's like it's there. It's yours.
Just wait. Don't buy anything else. That's just my advice. Just don't go and keep spending. Just wait. She said it to you, right? Or your essay, he or she said it to you. She said it to you that the approval is in progress. So that's all you need to do. When is the approval? When is the approval? When are you approval? Where's my brother? And just keep, hello.
Agree. You've already waited this long. What's another week or I don't know, month? I don't know how long, how long this. Okay, Vivian, do you feel guilty or shocked when you receive your credit card bill after all the luxury purchase? Yes.
Absolutely. Yes. When I see, we got to transfer the money inside. We don't want to look at that. Debt.
Yes. And no amount of cashback is gonna make me feel better. Although I use my credit card for that reason. You know, you get a bit of perks. But man, if you see a lot of cashback, it means you spend a lot. Yep. It is what it is.
I don't know about some people. Like, I know Singapore is safe, but I am never going to walk with a stack of cash like to a shop. And like, nah. I would pay it on my credit card, and then if I will pay it tonight, the next night, or end of the month, I'll just leave it there. But I would never. Like, credit cards to me are useful for that kind of situation. But yeah, I still get a shock. Like, oh. Where's that number or digit? Like, we don't want to see it.
It's funny that you say that, that you brought it up, because I always wonder, and I'm like, I'm just like, how do they even have so much cash? Like, do you go to the bank all the time? Or is this money questionable? Okay, let's not go there.
No, but yeah, really. I saw a lady at Hermes, like, whip out her wallet, and she was like counting $1,000 bills. Like,
oh my gosh,
like,
yeah.
Singapore has $1,000 bills, like $1,000 bills, and she had a stack of it, like this 1 centimeter is a lot of thousands.
Oh yeah.
Just staring at her, like, I was staring in horror, in just disbelief, but in also like curiosity. Like, that's what I've never seen.
I want to get into that business. I'm just kidding. Okay,
like I don't even bring cash now for like coffee. The other day, like,
I know.
I'm like, auntie, do you have pay now? And I open my wallet. It's like a few measly coins. I was like, oh, you have digital.
I have to 100% agree. I've stopped using coins, and I feel so bad because sometimes I have had few times where, you know, you share a meal with someone, but then
you know cash.
Cash, you can't pay that person. Or you go into a store and then their Interact or their Visa system went down because they have no Wi-Fi. So I literally had to go and scramble, like find an ATM machine. And thank goodness that day I actually had my debit card, because usually I don't even bring my debit card. That's my bank card. It's like such a hassle, but at the same time, I don't know. It doesn't happen all the time, so it's fine. It's just funny and like, yeah.
It's funny.
Okay, from Chris, what are the best luxury low-key bags that you would recommend for work? Ooh, low-key. Okay. I feel like I come back to the same question all the time. I feel like low-key is usually just like plain leather with you don't see like a whole like big logo of the brand. It's okay to have the brand on the bag, but not like just huge logo. I feel like black bags, and I feel like Prada is probably one of the more popular brands for like work look. If not, is Ferragamo Salvatore, Sarah Salvatore Ferragamo, is that a? Do they have like?
No,
They do have like bigger totes, right? I think so.
I'll give you another brand. Probably people have forgotten them.
Which one?
Totes,
Ah,
TODS.
yeah.
I see a lot of those, but because they're very indiscreet, like really very discreet, like small, like logo like this only.
Mm-hmm.
And Salvatore, yeah, those I think those are, and they're reasonably priced in the still and very luxurious.
Yeah.
The rest, Chanel is so iconic, so is LV, so it's hard to be
too
low-key.
recognizable, those ones. Is there other ones? Okay, I feel like LV, if you go to their briefcase department, so it's mostly in the men's. If you browse online, you would have to go to the men's section, but go to the briefcases. They actually have a lot of nicer ones that are just leather. So if you don't go for the canvas, which is more logo plaster and more monogram, go for the leather. It's actually well priced. Like men's leather goods and actually not leather goods, men's bags from LV are actually so well priced. I don't know if you've noticed that. So much cheaper for some reason, and you're getting a lot of bag. And I feel like they might be better made because they make them in smaller quantity. Whereas the ladies' bags, they're churning out a lot because of demand. It's more expensive, but it's not always well made. That's how I feel. Hope that was helpful. Let me know which one you're going to end up with. Oh, someone said Loewe.
Oh, yeah.
Loewe, yeah, Loewe is a good one. Yeah. MK. Oh, yeah, Kat, please think about getting the Hermes Legend high heel sandals. Very comfy. They will elongate your legs, emphasize muscular. She doesn't need emphasis. She's already has it all.
Writing it down. Hermes. What? Legend. Okay, I'll go check it out later.
High heel. Now I need to know which one they are. Amy, is it true that it is 1-to-1 quota bags in Canada? It is absolutely. In fact, probably more than 1-to-1 if you're trying to get like, you know, the smaller size. For example, if you're going for the Birkin 25, or if you're going for like the Kelly Cellier, those I heard, and I also read in Purse Forum that for the really harder to get ones, it's more than 1-to-1. It's probably closer to 2-to-1. So I guess, yeah. I guess no one really knows the answer for the real answer, myself included, because I'm not there yet. But I also know or heard and have been told that if it's your first bag, then it's a little easier. It's almost like easier as in like you'll get it faster than your second and third bag. Apparently, Canada is having that is what Purse on Fleek told me. So Mel, she told me that Canada has a quota bag freeze, partly due to the pandemic. So if you're on your second or third bag, so as long as you're not on your first bag, you are likely to have to wait 18 to 24 months. So, and on top of that, we're only allowed to buy one quota bag per year, right? So that was already in place before. But on top of that, now, chances are, because of the bag freeze, even if you're allowed one bag per year, chances are you're just going to have to wait it out anyway, because they just don't have enough to go around. So I cannot confirm that myself because I'm still on my first bag, and I guess we'll see when I'm on my second bag. Like, I don't know, who knows when that is. But I also know and heard and read that 1-to-1 is probably a minimum if you're buying the larger sizes and maybe the colors that are not as popular. But if you want the smaller sizes, then it's probably more than 1-to-1. So yeah, I'd like to know if anybody here who knows, let us know too. I think it's similar in Singapore, right?
Yeah. 1-to-1 is pretty much standard.
Yeah.
When you get a standard bag, it is at least 1-to-1.
Yeah.
But I know in like Isabel has shared with us, 1-to-1 in like certain countries is you're not even there yet. Like in Sydney, where they've only got one store, it could be 1.5-to-1 at minimum, or maybe 2 at minimum. So, but in Singapore, 1-to-1 is, you know, or really close to 1-to-1. You're pretty much on the list to get the bag already. If you buy like, you know, if you just buy one small item and expect to get the bag, you're one of
I
the
don't think that's
lucky,
possible.
Yeah, I think you're one of the very lucky few people. You know, it's like the stars are just aligned that you got it, but it's probably really, really rare.
Yeah, it's rare. It's definitely not possible in Vancouver. It's not possible well, it's not just Vancouver. Vancouver, Ontario, Montreal. I think those are the only stores in Canada. I think there's one in Calgary, but apparently it's very small, so I don't even know how much they get in. Those are definitely not possible. I think that is the reason why there's this whole discussion about 1-to-1 or whatever ratio it is. It's just because there's only one store in your area, and the fact that they're having a bag freeze on top of that, pandemic on top of that, everyone wants the same thing. And I was also told, that's what my friend told me. She's like, if you're all after the same bag, right? All these clients after the same bag, there are going to be clients who are spending more than you. It's just what it is. There are going to be people who spend more than you. So when that bag comes in, who do you think it's going to go to? Which could also explain why some people end up waiting for such a long period of time, like 24 months, maybe even longer. Who knows? Yeah. I don't want to think about it. I'm just gonna like, you know, enjoy the ride, like whatever. And like hopefully because I'm working on my first bag that it will be faster than 18 months. Oh my gosh, 18 months. I'll be well over 40. Okay, anyway. From Charlene, thoughts on the Lindy versus Picotin, pros and cons. Which one would you get? I think you have more experience with the bags. You have had both, right?
So I had the Lindy and I loved it. Picotin, had it, didn't use it, sold it. You know, from just the price point, of course, the Picotin is so much more bag for the price. You know, the Lindy is very expensive. It's double, more than double of the Picotin 18 now. The Picotin is to me more a casual bag. It's a going out bag. It's cute, you know. It's your luxury grocery shopping bag. Whereas the Lindy to me is more versatile in the sense that you could use it for work. It has more than just a top handle with the strap. It has security because it has a zip. It's got the pockets and all. So those are the pros for the Lindy. And I personally love the shape, this dumpling shape. Not a fan. I don't think everybody's a fan of it, but I like it. It's unique. There's nothing like this in the entire luxury market that I've seen so far. Nobody has copied it one for one. The closest would be the Loewe puzzle bag. That's the closest, which is similar boxy shape. But otherwise, truly, Hermes has their trademark on the Lindy. Whereas the Picotin also, with a good price point, it's casual, it's fun, it's cute. You can use it, you know, many places. And I think a lot of ladies like the fact that it's just open style bucket bag. You can put a lot of things inside. Carries more than what you think it does. Now the cons. Lindy is freaking expensive in the retail market. Doesn't resell very well because it's not the B, the K, the C. The Picotin does hold its price, so maybe that's a pro. However, because the Picotin is so soft, it doesn't wear very well. So when you first get it, you know it's a slouchy bag. And it's one of those bags that you would buy and use, and probably once you want to resell it, it doesn't hold its value because it sinks. It's a heavier material. Usually at the base of the bag, it will have a bit of like a muffin at the bottom. It sinks quite badly. It doesn't look so good in the resale market. So you do need to buy an organizer for it, but even so, it will sink. What other cons? Okay, Picotin, because it's open style, you know, you probably only would want to carry it in safer places. It's just an open style bag. It can flop over, everything can just topple out. But which would I go for? I would still go. The price is killing me, but I think I would still go for the Lindy. I love the Lindy. I enjoyed using it. I love the versatility of it, having a handle, having the strap. Yeah, all that.
Yeah. I haven't really.
Oh,
I mean,
hang on. I'm going to stop up for a moment. I have a delivery, actually.
oh, okay, go ahead.
Why do I have delivery? What have I been buying?
I feel like if I were to answer this question, like the latter part, which one I would get, I actually really like the Picotin because it's more my style. I love the fact that it's opened, like Kat said. And usually when I use my bags, because I'm in North America, I don't worry so much about security as much as like being in Asia. So yeah, that's the one I would choose, but it really just depends. The Lindy and the Picotin does have like a much larger price difference. That is something to consider for sure. Okay, from JL, the Chanel 19 is very popular in the luxe community, but when I went to the Chanel store recently in Sydney, they had stock of several colors and sizes. I wonder if it's less popular here. I don't know, but I feel like sometimes when they have a lot of stock, it could be because they just got them in. Because I think if I just went by my store, like it's not super easy to get, especially if it's like the black, small color, or you know, whatever colors that are really, really popular. I don't know. How has it been in Singapore?
Oh, dry spell.
Okay, so yeah, it really just depends. Yeah,
but I have seen the more 19 in the Chanel stores. Usually the not so popular colors.
Yeah.
Maybe like green, bright, weird blue colors, maybe some of the pattern ones. Yes, they're definitely hanging around in the store. But the popular colors like the brown, nowhere to be seen. Black, usually they have a display, but if you ask them for a new piece, very often it's not available, or you just have to wait a little bit.
Mm-hmm. And I realize that we only have maybe 5 minutes left, so I'm going to hurry up. MK has a really good feedback for Chris. Hermes Double Sens, Garden Party, very understated, not as coveted. So actually, yeah, those are really, really good suggestions. And the Garden Party is pretty easy to get too, right? They sometimes even have it on display. I'm pretty sure I've seen it myself. Okay. Oops, sorry, jumped. I don't know this. Do you know this? I've never heard of this before.
Thalassa sandals. No, I don't know. I haven't probably seen it. Okay, the word Thalassa looks familiar to me because my toolbox is in blue Thalassa, but I don't know the sandal.
Oh, okay.
Maybe
me neither. What are your thoughts, experiences with Chanel Slingbacks, Hermes Mules? Okay, I can give you my feedback. I feel like for me, with shoes, I have very specific foot that if the sole, like if the chunky part of the heel is too heavy, and I feel like I have to like squeeze my toes just to get my shoe like still on my feet and walk a step. That's how I feel about the Slingbacks. I feel like as beautiful as they are, I actually don't really know how people wear them, because every step I make, I feel like I have to hold on to my shoes using my toes, for example. Like it's just not comfortable. So I feel like with Mules, not Hermes Mules, but like I tried Gucci Mules, same story. I don't know if it's the shape of my feet. Is there not enough meat in front to hold the shoe? I'm not sure what it is, but for me, they've never worked. You?
I have not tried the Chanel Slingbacks or the Hermes Mules, but I can definitely tell you the Gucci Prince Down shoes are, yeah, you feel like you're gripping the front of the shoes with your toes.
Yeah.
You're like this, they're slightly clenched like that, and you're lifting it. I also experienced that with the espadrilles. Like I feel like I'm somehow gripping the shoe. My feet is tense like this, and then we're gripping the shoe to lift it up. I'm not sure about the mule, but I think Clara I'm not sure if Clara is still here, but Clara just recently bought a pair of, are they mules? Oh no, they're not mules. Like the white pair of shoes.
I feel no, those are moccasins.
Moccasins, yeah, no.
The heel part, and
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So I feel like
my Prince Downs.
Yeah, every time, because I have tried, trust me, I have tried these shoes ever since they became popular, like years ago. I could never pull it off. Like I feel like if I tried them, walking a few steps is that uneasy and uncomfortable. Imagine walking a whole block with them. Like it's just impossible. So I've never been able to comprehend how people wear it. I just don't understand because it never worked for me. Same with the Slingbacks. Never ever worked for me because I love the look, but I just don't know how. So I personally don't find them comfortable. Okay, this is interesting. Cartier having a price decrease. Are you serious? What? When? Why?
What? No. Are you sure?
Are you sure? Like how?
I'm going to Cartier.
No, like why? Why would they do that? When
it could be a price adjustment because of Forex.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I wonder.
I won't be surprised if that's the case. I'm just wondering which country would be.
Oh, she's saying in the UK.
Oh. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Why would they have a price decrease in the UK? Is the pound going up? It could be.
Is it significant? Can you let us know, like what is the price difference now for the, I don't know, regular love bracelet?
I might call my essays like, are you having a price decrease? Let me know.
On all the pieces.
What?
Are you kidding me? Maybe it's time to go to what? Okay. Need to double check now. I'm curious. What is going on? That is interesting. Okay, well, okay, actually to answer her question, she said is it still do you think it's worth the investment since they're having a price increase?
They won't decrease it to 50% discount. So don't be thinking you're getting a deal. But
oh, wait. She's saying 10% off all pieces. The new thin juste inclus with diamonds. The thin love ring. What? 10% is still a lot. What? What is going on? Is this real?
I'm gonna call my essay after this.
Yeah, find out for me.
You know what's the interesting thing? My essay told me, or my Singapore essay told me. He said that during April and May, these 2 months, they have a dry spell. Cartier has a dry spell, especially in Asia. Not a lot of people buy jewelry this time, and it's because of the spike of shopping that happens November, December, January, and with Chinese New Year. So then around April, May, June, they have a dip, like bad sales during this time. So if they do have a price decrease, I'm wondering whether it's because of that. If it happens in Singapore.
Right. And then I'm Back Happy is thinking maybe because of the Brexit. Okay.
Lucky
Well,
you guys then. Go get your Cartier.
I know.
Like, what are you still on the live stream?
Wait, I'm just putting one more of her feedback. I thought so too, because there was rumors there will be price increase in, and Kim curated in the US at 10% off love. Huh? Off or 10% increase? I'm confused now. What? Okay. We got some homework to do.
I'll text my essay. Oh,
yeah, I'll find out.
I'll find out now.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Like, hey, are you having a price increase?
No, is it a price increase or is it a price decrease? And is it all across the board, Cartier, like worldwide, or is it just certain countries like UK? But then why is the US having a rumor of price increase? So is it maybe a price adjustment?
I'm texting him now. I said hello with tons of O's all the way to the end. And I said, I heard in all capitals that Cartier is having a price decrease.
This
True
is
or
so
not?
funny.
You'll be like, what la, this girl crazy. But I won't be surprised. I mean, like, if the price, I won't be surprised if it's an adjustment for Forex. Because Cartier has done it before. Hermes does it once in a blue moon. They adjust the prices down a little bit.
Chanel too.
Yeah, because of the Forex. Like, Singapore is so expensive now, right? And yeah, we're not traveling. So yes, they're getting the sale. But after a while, when people start to travel, who's going to buy it here anymore? Because of the Forex. So they will decrease the price. Everybody's all excited. Like, price decrease.
Interesting. From what I know, usually prices have increased other luxury brands because of Brexit. Yeah. Well, that is indeed interesting. Well, let's end on this note. I guess you all should find out from your essays if the prices are going up or going down. And if it's going down, then lucky you if you want to buy something. But thank you so much. This was such a fun episode. Don't forget, next week it'll be on Kat's channel. And if you're new to this show or if you just joined us, you can rewatch the replay. And make sure to be subscribed to both of us because we host on each other's, well, not each other's. We host on our channels alternatively. So yeah, thank you. And we'll see you again next week. Bye.